Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Quiver Podcast. Here to recap that big win over the UP Fighting Maroons to end the first round. First, introductions. I'm Kiko. Thank you for joining us. Joined today by multi-time Premier League and Champions League champion on FC25, Gio Igual.
Hi.
Hi,
Good evening,
yan.
everyone.
And multi-time Super Bowl and World Series winner on Madden. And MLB The Show, Mr. Vic Hapin. Hello, guys.
Kate,
Thank you for staying up.
Kate,
It's late.
Kate Abdo, ikaw ba yan? Hello to our boys. Hello to our boys.
All right.
Our boys.
So first of all, big win by DLSU Green Archers, our boys over the boys of BPI.
Yes.
Big 6-6 win. Before we go to the game, Gio, you work in the banking industry. What's your not that bank, but what do you can see? When you see BPI posting about our boys, calling UP our boys on their social media accounts, bounce back boys, good luck boys, best of luck to our boys. Dami lang boys eh. Parang hindi naman to mamasan ni ano eh. Diba? Ganyan. Hindi naman to mamasan ni that player yun sa ano. Wag na magitin. But Gio, as a someone working in the banking industry, what do you think about a bank siding with, I know they're corporate sponsors, siding with the school like that?
I think the best way I can answer that is I shouldn't answer it.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I shouldn't
At
answer
least,
it. Yeah,
at least employers namin ni Gio, ano lang, sakto lang. Sakto lang yung mga boss namin ni Gio. Sakto lang kami.
Ikaw, Vic.
Partida sila pa may-ari ng school. Partida sila pa yung employers namin ni Gio. Sila pa yung may-ari ng school pero hindi sila ganyan.
Did it make you want to withdraw from kung may BPA account?
Malapit na eh. Nakakarindu yung mga boys eh.
It's a bit odd, no? To approach it that way.
Yeah, kasi they don't, I mean, it's okay if they own the school, but if they don't own the school, I find it not good actually.
Diba? It's weird to approach as a corporate sponsor with other clients, diba? Other partners, and you speak in a certain way. Diba? It should be more. It seems like a team account eh, more than a corporate sponsor account eh, diba? Ganon siya eh.
Team account.
Yung team account eh.
Team account. Baka may patago dun si pre. Baka malaki account ni dun.
Ay, oo. Ni ano. De, corporate sponsors lang si UP.
Baka dun pina-funnel, pre. Baka dun pina-funnel.
Corporate sponsors lang si UP.
Baka kailangan ni Senate hearing yan, sir. Baka kailangan ni Senate hearing. Senate hearing yan.
Okay. All right.
I think banks are just at this point, without really revealing anything, there's a reason why banks are heavily regulated. And that's all I'm gonna say about this.
Yeah. Enough said. So good luck to your...
Si Gio, okay yung simula. Tapos biglang, save tayo. Save tayo.
Yeah. But good luck to your boys. Condolences to your boys on this game. So, let's go to the basketball, guys. 68-56 win. It was a rematch of the finals from last season. DLSU versus UP. UP coming into the season, coming into this game undefeated. LaSalle with a 5-1 win-loss card. It was really, even the start of the first round, we knew that this UP game was coming on the horizon, diba? We knew it was a big game. We knew it was to be a statement game for us. UP confident, having not lost, barely even challenged. I don't think he had any close games in this first round.
Yeah,
diba?
True.
Vic, before we go into the different parts of the games of the game today of the LaSalle's win, what kind of statement did the Archers give by beating UP?
Sa akin, unang-una, pinaka-important is walang sweep. Kasi, right now, if a team sweeps the elimination round, yung number 2 team sa step ladder, wala nang twice to beat as far as I know. So, it's really important na walang, kumbaga, we take away that pressure this early kesa sa second round natin siya gagawin. And I think magandang bawi doon sa nangyari sa atin sa Philoil na
Yeah.
even if for us alam naman natin na hindi naman it's a no bearing game even if it's a pre-season tournament, but kasi nung Philoil I felt that we didn't match the intensity ng UP nung second half wherein yung I mean nung second half parang kitang-kita naman natin na nag-elevate yung physicality, yung aggressiveness ni UP nung second half ng Philoil Finals. But dito, I think we showed na ito din yung kaya naming ipakita. So this is what we can give you. So yun yung ano doon. Magandang ano siya, magandang, I mean, for sure may ma-adjust ka pa dyan, but it's a show, hindi naman show of force, but at least it's a show of na ito kami, ito yung kaya naming gawin sa inyo. Ah, eh, ayun lang. Let's see each other in the next round kung anong baraha pa yung pwede nyo ilabas. It's okay na matalo tayo, to be honest. Yun yung ano ko nung pre-game namin ni Brian nung the other day, para sa akin I'm okay if we lost earlier. But then syempre kung panalo I will always
We'll take that.
take it,
We'll take that.
and then it was a good win. It was
Yeah.
a good win.
Yeah.
Maganda siya. Maganda yung
Eh,
panalo
eh,
kanina.
And you're right, Vic.
Yeah.
It was although this game wouldn't define our season, diba? If we lost this game, it bodes well. It puts us in a really great position, great momentum, great confidence going to the second round. You were saying something, Gio?
Yeah, can I add to that, Vic? Yeah, I think I would like to add that. Yeah, it was okay. To not win in my book, like considering the way we were playing, how we struggled throughout the season, and to have another learning experience much earlier. But when UE hit that game winner shot, I texted Kiko immediately. I was like, parang we need to win this game, ah. Kasi I don't, parang the whole point of okay to lose and then parang get the momentum and play them at the end of the second round was the
Yeah.
entire point. Pero now, since UE won, kung natalo tayo, we would play them again next week. So sabi ko,
Ako actually okay din siya eh. I mean sa akin kung natalo tayo kanina and then we play them again next weekend, actually mas masaya siya eh. Para sa akin kasi pwede ka makabawi agad eh. Para lang tayo nag-mini series sa kanila eh, na you end your first round with them and then you face them again at the start of the second round. At least kung sakaling na talo man tayo, at least quick turnaround, pwede kagad tayo makabawi sa kanila had we lost.
Had we lost.
Had we
Hindi
lost.
na tayo natalo.
Good thing we don't have to worry about that scenario for now. We don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, guys. This was, I don't know, it's cliche, but this was really a game of runs. It felt like a heavyweight fight. Had a championship atmosphere where moments, runs would dictate, counter punching, counter runs. Certain moments can dictate the flow of the game. And let's look into that. Vic, were you surprised that we started off that well in that first quarter, building that lead, eventually going up to 20 in the second quarter? Were you surprised with that kind of performance? We did it against Philoil in the Philoil tournament against them. But this is the UAP. It's a different game, that we always said on this podcast. Were you surprised we delivered that kind of performance?
Ako hindi. Kasi I think we learned from our UE loss eh. Kasi we can start flat. Kasi it's also a cliche. We're now the defending champions. Lahat naglalaro sa atin ng A+ super trump game nila lagi. So we cannot allow ourselves to really trail ng malaki and kumbaga papahirapan pa natin yung sarili natin to dig a hole to get out of a hole that deep in every game. So it's really important. I think yun nga babalik tayo sa meron naman tayong materials eh. So wag na nating, we have the players, we have a deep lineup. Wag na nating pahirapan yung sarili natin every game. So it's really, it's a pressure, but you have to accept that pressure na you have to really start well. Kasi ang laking bagay if you start well, ang daming naiisip na flexibility ng coaching staff natin on sino yung pwedeng subukan, ano yung pwede mong subukan na combinations, sino yung pwede mong bigyan ng playing time, things like that. When you start well, get get a good lead, ang daming pati lahat yung technically yung kumpiyansa mo tumataas din. So sa akin kanina, I'm not surprised kasi yun pag medyo mahirap pag I felt like had we trailed kanina, parang I'm not sure how will react kasi elimination round so iba yung atmosphere pa rin pag final. So ayun naman siya.
Yeah. Gio, you said earlier that first half performance was towards the second quarter was one of the best stretch of basketball you've seen.
Yeah.
From us in the season. What did you like? You said Topex wasn't messing around. They were getting the ball to KQ to create. Diba? He wanted to stamp his influence in the game. Talk about that first half performance from the Archers.
I think we can break it down to like how it was done between both quarters. Like first quarter, they gave KQ too much space, and KQ was able to attack the basket at will. He ended up with 9 points in the first quarter, which is phenomenal. He was technically on pace to score 36 points if he continued to do that. But they clamped them up defensively, which is what most UAP teams have done this season. And the difference is when other teams have done that, medyo nahirapan tayo. So we'd struggle a bit. Like we'd go into the post, we'd try to make plays for Henry and for Mike. That wasn't very present in at least the first quarter and to the halfway point of the second quarter, and we were able to extend our lead to 20. Good contributions from our 3-point shooting, but
Yeah.
also a couple of our players who were driving it and taking it to the basket. I wanna also highlight something very specific that I saw in the pregame. In the pregame, I noticed that the team was jumping. Yung layups nila, they were jumping very far. Like I'm talking about 15 to 10 feet from the basket.
3-point
was
layup,
quite-
hindi naman.
Hindi naman 3-point layup.
Yeah, pero...
Mid-range layup, mid-range fade away, double pump layup.
Parang Michael Jordan sa Space Jam di ba?
Oo, parang ganun. Pero mid-range lang.
Mid-range. Go ahead,
Pero
Gio.
para tumatalon sa may free throw area. And I was
Jump stops.
Yeah. So like, teka lang, why are you jumping that far? And then all of a sudden, you saw Boris do it in the game. You saw Mike do it in the game. You saw KQ do it in the game. And then like, okay, that's good. So, alam mo yun, they had the plan on how to attack UP. But credit to UP for adjusting. And that's why we had a good 15 minutes of the first half. And I thought that we didn't end too bad, but we went back to the mistakes that we did against UE, against Ateneo, against FEU by trying to go by. But alam mo yun, like, sige, nahirapan tayo, pupunta tayo sa poste. But that hasn't worked for us And I mean this like in just realistically. We did not go to the post against UST. Our runs against NU, we did not go to the post. Like, it was all wing play, it was attacking the basket, it was creating space in the mid-range. And we got away from that towards the end of the first half. But to see the Archers play well for at least 15 to 18 minutes of the first half is still good. And I was quite pleased with that. And I hate to say this, but we could have led more.
Yeah, if UP didn't, turn the salista for a while with those free throws, that game could have
Grabe
even
yun.
been closer.
Grabe
They
yun.
missed. Yeah.
Grabe yun. Even free throws, they can't make it. Parang sobrang aga tayong na penalty.
Oh, even yung
Tas
weird,
ang dami ng binibigay na
yung
fouls na
unsportsmanlike
minsan hindi-
on
Boris.
Voice,
That's
which is
stupid.
weird, which is a
Sorry,
regular
That's ridiculous. Sobra.
body yun, went straight up in the air, diba? Regular foul lang yun. It's a regular
Celebron
foul.
yung maling I mean at most dapat common foul lang siya.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was
Si
called
LeBron
a-
Lopez yun, hindi LeBron James. I didn't deserve that
Para silang
superstar call.
flopper. Para silang flopper, LeBron para silang flopper.
It comes with the name.
Yeah.
I guess, guys, we can talk about this now before before I go to you and how things started to swing for UP. Gio, we said our guys played well, but unfortunately, Henry Agonani was continuing with his struggles. If you ever saw the movie The Replacements, gusto lagyan ng super glue yung kamay niya eh. 'Cause everything was fumbling yung parang hawakan mo. Catch that ball,
Naalala ko
diba?
yun. Naalala ko yun. Nilagyan ng glue. Tapos, ginagana niya yung bola. Di na
Bola yung
matanggal.
matanggal. I would rather, everything was slipping. And we know how important Henry is to this team. Survive a three-man big rotation with diba, KQ, Phillips, and Raven, diba?
Henry. Henry.
Yeah. What do you think is what can you tell about the struggles of Henry? What do you think, is it trying too hard? Is it the pressure getting to him? What do you make of his performance so far, Gio?
I think I do think that the pressure is getting to him. I think that he, I think the coaching staff is giving him the opportunity
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
build
To
the
play out of his
confidence.
funk. Yeah.
Yeah, out of his funk. And I will give him credit that probably in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter, he did not do too bad. And I think that if he sticks to the role that he is there to do, and like a lot of basketball players always talk about this, that you have your own roles to play in the team. If kung rebounder ka, di rebounder ka lang. That's it. That's a quick snippet to a future episode we're about to have. But but and if he sticks to his role, he does well. Like, he's there to block shots, he's there to contest, he's there to make it difficult for the opponents, and he's there to get offensive rebounds for us. But the moment we start running plays for him, it gets a little bit difficult. Not because he's not skilled, but it's more because the opponents know it's a weakness eh. Dina-double siya kagad eh. Sometimes nga tinitriple eh. And that's what ultimately leads it to a four to five turnover per game performance for Henry. So, but like what I said earlier, like, if we stuck to what we are good at and not put ourselves in that position, it would be better also, perhaps, for the confidence of Henry na, teka, ang trabaho ko is kumuha ng 10 rebounds a game, yun lang yung goal ko, kunwari.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah.
what he can probably
Play
look
within
forward
his limits, they can grow from there, diba? Yeah.
to. Oo.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the old players were like that. Like, honestly, this year lang naman talaga nag-shine si JC sa shooting eh,
Yeah.
'di ba? Like, in past seasons, he was really there to defend eh. And you build your skills over time eh, kasi the UAAP is such a high pressure league, it's such a difficult league to adapt to, and you only have 14 games.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, hindi mahirap siya eh. And we gotta cut him a bit of slack on that end.
Okay. And Vic, just to let you know, when I was telling Gio na we get Henry some super glue, sabi niya, oh, super glue ko siya sa bench. Sabi niya kanina.
Pero Kicks,
Oo.
i-add ko yung sinabi ni Gio
Yeah.
kanina na kasi for us sa women's wala masyadong nanonood sa amin, pero pressured there are still players that kumbaga pag naglaro may drums and everything, kahit walang nanonood, andun yung pressure. Kaya I have to agree with Gio na it's not an easy league really when you start. Kaya kumbaga you have to really let the game come to you. Hindi mo pwedeng, you can't force things on yourself. So kumbaga, kung ano ba talaga, that's why it's important to have that conversation with your coaches on ano ba talagang role ko, ano ba yung gagawin ko, ano ba what are you expecting of me for this particular season, ano yung kailangan kong i-improve na off season, anong, 'di ba? Take things like that. So you really cannot, the more you rush, para ka na sa quicksand eh. The more you rush, the more na babagsak na yung game mo eh. Kasi nga, for example, yung yung high profile sports palalo, like men's basketball and women's
High
volleyball,
pressure.
na lahat, all the, it's not super bright lights. It's not just a simple bright light. It's it's a super bright light na nakatutok sa iyo, 'di ba? So it's really not, hindi talaga ganun kadali na you have to but still, syempre hindi ka rin pwede magpakain sa pressure. There's still
Yeah.
some kumbaga may balance pa rin na you have to fight it off. Hindi naman pwede nagpapakain ka na lang din sa, even you're easing things out, hindi pwede nagpapakain ka rin sa pressure kasi kung hindi, yun nga, ano ka na rin, super glue ka na sa end of the bench ka na rin yan. Super glue ka na rin doon.
Yeah, but three more. No, we're gonna need Henry in the second round in the final
Sobra,
four in the finals. We
sobra,
can't man three-man rotation, so hopefully he can turn
sobra.
us for a second round. He can settle down, diba? Find his role and grow from there in the second round.
Mm-mm.
Okay, going back to the game, Vic. UP made some adjustments, and that brought him back in the game from 13 down, 20 to 13 down, eventually tying the game in the third quarter. That was the next swing in this heavyweight matchup, about this back and forth. What what did you see? What did UP do to adjust, and um why couldn't we adjust to their adjustments during that phase of the game?
Uh, excuse me. Bago ko magpunta dyan, I'd like first to comment si Kevin kasi ang unang-unang adjustment ng UP na nakita ko sa game was to try and put Mark Belmonte kay Kevin.
Oh yes,
Yun yung
bago yun.
unang yung
Bago
unang
yun.
nakita ko kasi 'di ba? The usual suspects si Harold and si Raylan, 'di ba? But for this game, they tried Mark. Sabi ko, "Uy, sige," sabi ko. Kasi Mark Belmonte for the 6 games ni UP, okay siya eh. I do feel personally na he will be one of their future superstars in the team. Tawag dito later on eh. So, medyo for me highly rated ko siya para sa akin. So when I saw UP na siya yung unang primary defender nila kay Kevin, sabi ko sige, I'd like to see how Kevin reacts, how Kevin plays it out, and I'm so happy that Kevin won that matchup early nung first quarter, which I think probably para sa akin it helped dictate ano yung nilaro natin nung first half kasi after I think Mark got into foul trouble then he got two fouls by just guarding Kevin, so
Yeah.
UP went to their usual defensive coverages with Harold and si Raylan, and to some extent si LeBron, which I think medyo nahanap na ni Kevin paano sila, especially with that experience last season na medyo may idea na si Kevin how he will navigate those three other defenders. So going to your question, nag-try mag zone press si UP. I think ang nagiging problem natin that time was it's not because of UP's defense, but it's more of to us na we were taking quick shots. Yun yung naging problema natin. Every time we miss those quick shots, ang ginagawa lang ni UP, stop, run, and score. So they get the rebound of our misses, they run and they score. And from there, nakakuha ng kumpiyansa si Harold. So that was yun yung naging problema din natin ng third quarter kasi nag-init din si Harold Alarcon because nga we were missing shots, we were taking hurried shots, and most of those hurried shots are from the perimeter. Yun yung problema. We cannot um even if it's open kasi nga off a press break, open ka from the perimeter, you take it. Hindi mo na iniisip na iikot mo na yung bola and see ano pa yung pwede nyo maran to get that best possible shot. So yun yung naging problema natin ng third quarter. Ang dami nun talaga.
Yeah.
We were throwing up threes na every time it miss UP just parang sobrang sobrang bilis din ng habol ng UP because we were really taking those hurried shots na pwede mo pang gawa ng paraan, which eventually nangyari with that Kevin's assist to Henry,
Yeah,
which resulted
with
to
the
that
dunk.
dunk.
Yeah.
So nakaahon naman tayo kasi we got back to our senses na hey, even if it's a press break, paint touch pa rin yung important. Even si Coach Cholo yan ang ano niya lagi, paint touch kasi doon nagko-collapse yung defense sa
Doon
paint
nag-open up
touch.
yung
So
zone. Yep.
yes, I
Doon
mean
nag-open up yung zone.
whether zone or man, pag nakaka-paint touch ka, nagko-collapse yung defense, nakakahanap ka ng whether it is a drop pass or a kick out pass, yun, you get better looks, better shot attempts by just getting a paint touch, whether it be low post man yan, atakihin mo man yan, which for us, yun nga, game kanina, I think we less low post touches, even though we tried a little bit, sinusubukan natin si Mike and si Henry if they can, si Michael and si Henry if they can create something out of the low block, but eventually we got back to our guards and si Kevin, si Boris and si CJ just to keep on attacking UP's defense. Once we get into the paint kasi ang outcome lang naman yan dalawa, whether may mag-help or it's a one-on-one thing na you should be able to finish those shots. So it was a good thing, very very good response from us na nagkaroon tayo ng ulirat ulit na ay mali. We should stop taking these quick three pointers and
Yeah.
instead go back to our what how we got that lead by getting those paint touches, attacking UP's defense at bit.
Gio, we talked about the Phil Oil game, about how we had some. I'm sure even Coach Tobek emphasizes in the locker room about learning from that experience. Did you have some PTSD from earlier when UP made that run to tie it? And how did you like the way we responded to that?
No PTSD.
No PTSD.
No PTSD at all. I think, but I think kung lumamang sila ng 2 or 4, baka that would start hitting it for me. No, I think, but the reason why is because UP made that big run against, I'm not sure if it was UST or UE,
Yeah.
one of those two where they were down big. I think it was UE, and they had it in them, and more than that, like we were quite sloppy towards the end of the second quarter, and at that 20-point lead went down to 13, but the momentum was very very clearly on their side already, and they came out very strong in the third quarter, which credit to them. And when they started to chip down the lead, ang bilis mag-chip parang from 13 nag-7 very quickly
Kasi nga
Parang-
sobrang tayo nagmamadaling tumira
Yep.
kasi nun
Shot selection wasn't that great.
Oo,
Yeah.
pangit talaga. Every time we miss, score kagad sila sa kabilang dulo kaya
Exactly.
ang bilis tong habol
Exactly. So parang nung nag-7 na 7-5, sabi ko, tatabla to. Pero something will change. And credit to the coaching staff for making some implementations a little bit midway through the third quarter for us to get back to a relatively comfortable lead going into the fourth.
But in that second half, guys, we talked about how certain moments or certain adjustments in the game could swing this game one way or the other, and that went back and forth. Interesting thing that happened is that when UP made it run to tie it, what stalled their momentum was this lull when there were the two, if you remember, the two sets of head coaches from both sides, the UP and the South side, went at each other. Before we talk about what happened there, Vic, do you really believe that that changed the game and stalled UP's run and momentum?
Pwedeng factor, but I think not entirely, pero pwede rin nga. I would say it contributed but not 100% kasi I think when that happened it was tama ba 47-42 na nun when that happened I think yun na yung nakaka-score na tayo nun we were about to break away, which we broke away naman then eventually di naman na naka-recover si UP at that point eh. So pwedeng sabihin natin oo, but I think we were already getting our groove. But sa UP, siguro sa UP, it really did help kasi from that point forward
They weren't the same. Yeah.
after that incident na yon, balik ulit sila kung ano yung form nila nung first half eh, nawala din sila entirely sa game nila.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Let's go into that incident now. Showbiz chismis time muna tayo.
Yeah.
The T. So the T. Okay. Sino. So,
Sino.
the story is both coaches start exchanging words. The UP coach even tried to rush to our side of the court, rushed on the court, about a lot of pointing, a lot of shouting between back coaches, which personally I like. That's a UAP, diba? Back and forth.
Nakakamiss
That's
kaya.
what makes it fun.
Nakakamiss kaya.
Yeah, kami si maaway na yun eh. Diba? You see the passion, the rivalry is still there. A heated game like this. Now, what they're saying is, in coming from the post game and these stories coming out, what UP is alluding to is that on that side of the court, someone spit on their player, si Raylan Torres. Spit. And what UP, Gold, or Raylan was alluding to, it was actually Topex. When they reached out to Topex's side, he said that there was merely an exchange of words. Diba? There was no spitting involved. Who knows, diba? Topex likes to swallow, not spit, diba? Ganyan yung
Tsaka si Tubid, hindi naman naglalaro sa atin si Tubid.
Si Tubid, hindi naglalaro.
Si Tubid, hindi naglalaro sa atin.
Yeah.
So, medyo old school reference yan. Baka nakalimutan na nung dati, may incident din si Ronald Tubid yan.
Diba? Diba sabi, swallow, don't spit. Yung sinasabi nila dyan. Gio, you were pretty close to the action earlier. What did you make of that incident? UP's accusations that Topex spit at Raylan Torres. Could it have been they were exchanging words and in the heat of the moment may laway na lumalabas, di ba? Hindi na dyan ginawang big deal. What can you say about what happened earlier, Gio?
I think if he spat on him, there would have been a video.
Yeah.
Like, sobrang obvious nun. Like if you spit, may buwelo ka, tas alam mo yun, may ano yung bunganga mo eh. Halata yun eh.
It's a long range. It's a long range shot eh. Hindi siya points in the paint eh. Kailangan may buwelo yun eh. May pitik.
Yeah, exactly. I mean
tsaka
perfect form.
Perfect form.
I mean yung dinila ni Romeo yung kamay niya tapos hinawakan si Jeronte.
Di ba?
Yun nahuli yun. And you're telling me that hindi
ito wala, di ba?
Ito wala when there's cameras all over the place.
Yeah.
Now we could be wrong. Like maybe there was a video, but I don't think it's in the character of Topex. And for what it's worth, I think more than anything, it's probably closer to they were just speaking. The drums are loud, so you need to shout. And when you shout, baka may laway ng sumunod.
On that court level, yeah, it's very hard to hear each other.
Yep.
Or baka I mean that might be it. Baka Raylan Torres was also really put to the test earlier. Baka mamaya pawis niya lang yun, nas naramdaman niya, tas kala niya dura.
Pressured na.
Yeah. I think UP was looking for ways to motivate themselves. Diba? In these kinds of games, you use for any motivation eh. To rally your team.
Pwede
diba?
mong mahugot. Yeah.
Diba?
Pwede mong hugutin.
Kaya si assistant coach na si Tom Chua was really trying to get these guys up. We were talking Vic earlier, yun yung perfect example nung UP na matatalino. Matapang, kunwari si Sugod, tapos lumapit yung mga coach ng Lasal, matalino na, umatras na. Si Tom Chu.
Wala na nga sa post-game handshake, di ko siya nakita kanina.
Yeah, I think he put it pretty hard.
Hindi ko siya nakita kanina.
Ikaw Vic, another pop culture reference. Do you think naghawk tuwa si Coach Topex doon?
Hindi, pero mas I'll have to agree with GU eh. Kasi kung meron nun, sa dami ng, pati lahat ng gamit ngayon, high-tech na pre, hindi na katulad dati na even yung mga camera na ginagamit ni na Gio, ang dami ng cameras available in the venue. So for definitely siguro antayin natin kung may lalabas. But
Yeah.
kasi kung meron man, dapat may makakakuha nun.
Or may
Kung
react na
legit
iba, di ba? Yeah.
kung talagang if that's a legit accusation or a legit na ano talaga na pangyayari na nangyari kanina, may video yan. Impossible na walang video yan. So pati mas doon as part of the siguro sa coaching staff ng women's, ah pag may drums, talagang kailangan kasi sigaw ka. So, like ako personally, yung laway ko tumatalsik sa game eh. Pag kailangan mong magpili ng instructions sa players.
May na-map pa nga na map boy yun, di ba? Pinupuntahan pa, pinupunasan pa. Walang madulas.
It really happens kasi hindi ka maririnig talaga ng players eh dahil sa lakas eh. Partida wala pa masyadong nanonood sa amin nun sa women's. Hindi siya sing puno ng men's na mas maingay. So, ako andun ako sa side na yun. So, pero kung talagang may nakakuha, edi that's it, di ba?
And Tupay had the last laugh in the end, pulling out that ball game over these UP counterparts. All right, Gio, talk about that fourth quarter. You say we lost our way in that third quarter, like you and Vic were saying. What turned it around for us? We had guys step up, making big shots. Our mid-range game clicked. We were getting close to the basket again, making 3-pointers. What switched? What clicked for us? What did we do right in that fourth quarter?
I think one of the things was Josh David coming back and stabilizing the shot was an absolutely big thing. And and then we decided
big 14 points from Josh David today. 14 points, 2 assists, diba?
Yeah.
Big performance from him.
Yeah, and I think parang fourth quarter was yung the vets showed up to play. They were like, okay, this is time for us to be aggressive. Di na tayo magte-tres randomly. We're going to attack UP. These guys are a little bit tired already. And what I liked about it was they had the mentality to put them away.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nawala siya in literally the last 8 seconds. Na 8-second violation tayo, na turnover tayo sa kabilang side. The shots just weren't going in. And in fact, the funniest moment of the game to me was in inbound nila with around 24 seconds to go. And tawagan sila ng 8 seconds. Tinignan ni CG Austria yung ref, panalo na kami, ba't mo ba ako pinituhan?
Kailangan tawagin yun. I think magiging CG.
Kailangan pituhan yun eh. Oo, kailangan pituhan pa din.
Cross the halfway line. Diba?
Yeah.
Get to it.
Wala ka na doon eh. Tatawid mo na lang yun eh.
But yun nga eh, like at the end of the day, the fourth quarter, the guys showed up and you couldn't have asked for more.
And it was by committee eh, diba? Si Makalalag, David, Goliana, all had key contributions in that fourth quarter, Gio, to put UP away. Diba?
Lalo na si Goliana, like practically absent for the first 3 quarters, shows up and makes the biggest plays in the fourth quarter. And like I have a soft spot in my heart for people who come in and try out it, just like an upcoming something we have.
Okay. We'll talk about that later as well. Vic, one of the biggest questions we had going to the season was the point guard position, diba? Who's gonna run point? With the way David played, with the way Ramiro was able to contribute earlier, steady in that position, had good moments, and the way our other guards play, are you more comfortable now? Are you more confident now than how we were performing at the start of the season?
Of course, syempre. Kasi kumbaga, ito na yung test mo eh.
Yes.
If UP needs a JD, we have our own version of JD. Josh David, diba? We have our own version of JD na point guard din that's steadying the ship for us in his final playing year, diba? Yeah, I mean, sobrang siya. It's with this win, I hope it will continue as we progress this season. And alam mo yun, parang if those two can put up performances like this sa ganitong stage, di ba? Masaya, syempre. It's a huge positive for us na parang buong season tayo nagtatanong, well, hindi naman. Siguro from pre-season up to this, siguro bago ng game na to eh. Andun lagi yung discussion and conversation na sino point guard natin, ano mangyayari sa point guard spot natin. Si Josh hindi nagdaro ng preseason, di ba? Mga ganun eh.
Yeah.
And with how Josh was playing itong first round, sobrang laking bagay na at least alam mo yun, alam mong meron kang maaasahan. So we have our own version of JT at the point guard position that's helping us.
What I like about Josh David, he plays, especially early, he played without fear. He was willing to take those big shots, di ba? Step up in those big
Veterano
moments.
nga talaga.
Veterano talaga.
Sobrang veteran.
I don't know Gio and Vic, who is braver? Si Josh David or si Evan Nella lumalabas sa Oreo Bestie kasama ni Gandler.
Uy, pero ano naman talaga, alam naman na mag-best friend sila ni Vanny kay talaga oh.
Pero alam ba nung in-laws niya yon? Baka niya.
Dapat alam.
Hindi.
Kasi kung hindi, di ko alam kung
di natin malalaman sa nasinete bukas.
Lang ba natin? Oo,
mababalitaan natin. Si Evan bukas. Si Evan.
All I will say was gumanon siya. Hindi siya gumanon. She knows that she was not supposed to.
I will not mess. Diba? That was the play of the game from Vanny Gandler earlier.
Yes.
Diba?
Very good, Vanny. Very good.
I will not touch that.
Yes. I won't go into that. I love my life.
Ikaw, Evan, you have to make better improve your decision making on and off the court.
Mapagsasabihan yan mamaya.
Mapagsasabihan yan. Sana mapagsabihan pa, hindi na lang ano.
Wag mong susubukan. Wag mong susubukan.
But guys, that was really a big statement win from LaSalle earlier, closing the first round by ending the first round on top of the standings. And it really shows when we play UP again at the end of the second round, it will be another heated encounter, especially with everything that happened, all the spitting. The way the UP coaches rushed the LaSalle bench earlier, parang sa zona pag umalis na yung mga riot police. Sanay sila dun eh.
Kulang nila may FPG, no? Kulang nila may dala sila FPG.
Ganun eh. Diba? Ganun na lang yung kulang. Something they're very used to.
Have you guys heard what Coach Gian said?
Yeah.
Yung ano? Sumama lang siya.
Nag-point lang ako. May nangyayari. So, nag-point lang ako eh.
Diba? It's a reflex reaction na nangipag-away, pagturo ka rin.
Uy, may away. Sal tayo.
He did say kidding aside. So, I just want to be clear na he was just joking.
So let's see how that. I'm sure this won't be the end of that. And I'm sure it'll be a talking point for the next few days. Let's see how that plays out. Let's see what.
Yeah.
There's more to the story. But what's important, guys, is whether the split happened or not, we know this win happened. Big win against what can we say is probably the biggest contender.
Yeah.
To us, biggest hurdle to us, diba? Defending the championship. It was a big win, big confidence booster. And let's see how that carries into the second round. But before we discuss the standings, guys, and wrap up today's episode, the one big question today coming from UPS, they were missing one player, and that can lead us to they were missing one player early, and that will lead us to our Derechahan segment, our hot take segment, brought to you by Blue Fire LPG for hot takes, diba? The only blue that's right for you. Right. Vic?
They were missing their own JD.
All right, let's talk about what's your Derechuan hot take about today's game.
And they would say wala si Maymay, but I think for me, binanggit ko rin to nung pre-game episode with Brian. even if my played, I mean, he's a very, very important player to them. Pero I think we have more than enough bodies to throw off, and whatever scheme we will be able to implement, tingin ko ma-execute naman natin siya. I mean, magaling si Maymay, no doubt. Wala tayong, it's not a question of if he's good or not. He's really, really good. But, yun nga, parang, meron akong tiwala with our guard and wing defenders such as kay EJ, kay Earl, kay JC. I think they know how to get the job done. So I do believe we can still win it even if my played earlier, and sa akin, basing on this game alone, parang ano pa mas parang di ko masabi mas mahirap ba for UP or mas parang 'di ba last year it was evident that it was Malik's team.
Yeah.
Kung they will go as far as how Malik
Like
plays.
them. Yeah.
Ito this year 6 games bago tong game natin, it was really more of ang focus nila this year is more of their guard play, and we saw it kanina na there were instances na medyo siguro ito yung ako personally, ito yung aabangan kong adjustment ni UP nitong second round how are they going to adapt, how are they going to change, kasi parang ito yung ano nila ito yung style and facet nila, so let's see how they will carry that with itong second round ng eliminations. Yun yung ano ko dito, but yeah. To answer that, si Maymay is good, pero tingin ko ano naman, laban naman tayo dyan.
Yeah, Gio, one of UP's talking about this, Maymay, JD would have made a difference today. What can you say about that? And do you agree with Vic na it wouldn't have mattered if he played or not?
I have a different opinion from Vic. I think that JD, sorry, can't get to call him JD. Maymay would have made the difference. Kasi wala eh. Remember when he got injured for us in the finals in high school, we really felt his absence eh.
Yeah.
And we had the players. We had Josh there. We had Inad there. And we had a couple of good players, pero we really felt his absence. And I think si Mai kasi does very well on the pick and roll. And yung centro nila, he might have scored 10 points today, but he could have scored more if Mai was there. So I think it would have made a difference, but with the way we played kanina, it might have been closer. Yun lang.
68-62 yung score. If ever, baka ganun.
Pati
62 ganun.
Dugtungan kayo sinabi ni Gio. Si Maymay, di ba, na injure, di ba? Na-injure. Kaya medyo nahirapan tayo. Sino ba kalaban natin nun? Mapuwa, di ba?
Mapuwa.
Yep. Ang yumari sa atin nun, si Junel. Si Junel. Yumari sa atin si Junel. Buti na lang nagdasal si Junel. Kahit 1 year.
Bigyan naman championship eh. So,
binawi ni Junel. Binawi lang ni Junel yun. Yung
LSGH finals.
Oo. Binawi naman ni Junel. So, quits lang. Quits na.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, guys. That was our Diretsuhan segment for today. Now, looking to the end of the first round, guys. Quick 1 week break. LaSalle, top of the standings. 6-1. UP there, but we had the tiebreaker. Diba? We have UE, the surprise package, at third. Then UST in fourth as we make our way down the standings. We have that bottleneck in the middle with FEU, NU, and am I missing anyone? Adamson's there too. Ayun.
That's it. Yeah.
Tingin ko yun na yun.
Yeah, okay.
Tingin ko yun na yun. Tingin ko yun na yun.
Yeah. We don't count the student athletes, diba? Sila lang daw yung student athletes sa UAPS. Sila lang. Yeah.
Nag-aaral sila. Mag-aaral na lang
sila. Buong first round exam week. I'm just waiting for I'm just waiting for the press release on that one. The annual press release. Mukhang
Why?
mapapaaga this year eh. Mukhang kailangan mapaaga this year.
Yes. They need to build up on something.
Yung PR plan eh. Oo.
Yeah. Hindi naman
Gio,
nakakagulat yan.
Hindi naman. Gio, final thoughts. The salt out the standings. Is this where you expect us to be, and how do you feel about the second round?
I do expect us to be around in here in the first we're actually first place. Wow. I did expect us to be in first place. Sorry, wrong. I did not expect us to be in
You did not
first place. I lose all our games.
Kala ko nakalimutan mo na eh.
You got the UE prediction, right? You got the UE. You said you were going to lose to UE.
Tawa.
Inikot ko na eh. No, seriously, I on a serious matter, I did expect us to be in the top of the standings. It would have been disappointing not to be. And I think that there is still a lot of room to improve from the team. We gave players chances. We tested out rotations, but today we actually, in my opinion, saw the real rotation of Coach Topex when his back is against the wall.
Yeah, Vic, thoughts? Happy with? Are you where you expected to be? Are you satisfied with our performance so far? Seeing us at 6-1 top of the standings.
Bago ako sumagot, may shoutout lang ako to our frequent listeners.
Sure.
To Audrey Sanchez and her family. Mga ano natin yan.
Thank you, Audrey. And family.
Tawag dito listeners natin. And yung ibang inputs niya na, dami niya inputs kanina eh. So yun yung
Oh, sure. Yeah.
binanggit natin dito kanina. To answer your question, diba, 13-1 nga yung prediction ko nung nag-umpisa tayo eh, diba?
So, quota na tayo sa losses.
Oo, quota na. So, dapat sweep na tayo ng second round. pero, ang ano ko ron, split sa UP. So, baka dito split pala sa UE yun na mangyayari.
Which I don't mind. Yep.
Yun yung ano natin. Pati we should pare. We should split with UE. Medyo matindi ako hindi tayo makakuha ng split sa UE, di ba? And I think based from the schedules coming out, I think sila yung unang kalaban natin.
Exactly.
For the second round this coming weekend. So at least okay yun. Coming off a good win against UP, and then we face the team that yung naglagay ng unang talo sa loss column natin, which is sa UE. So, maganda. I like how it turned out to be kasi nanggaling ka sa magandang panalo and you'll face. Kumbaga, walang slack. Kasi, di ba, it's common for teams na galing sa magandang panalo, the performance will drop kung sino man yung next na kalaban.
Ito gusto lang bumawi.
Oo andun yung ano. So, walang room to slack, walang room na bababa yung motivation and hunger to win. Kasi nga, after mo ng UP game na magandang panalo, sobrang saya mo. Next mo kalaban, yung bawi ka kagad. You want to avenge that first round loss to UP.
And as you know, first round, coming off the twin Ateneo, we kind of slept. We kind of slept on UE. That's not happening in the second round with the way. So I'm sure yung team gigil yan bumawi. So coming from this good win over UP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So guys, just let you know, we have a few episodes coming up for you guys. If you haven't seen the JV Casio episode looking back to 2004 title championship, please check out our YouTube channel, Spotify for that one. This midweek we have this first round recap. We'll look at the first round, what we did well, what went right, what went wrong, what can we have to improve going in the second round, together with our UE preview. After a big win, we lost to UE in the first round. Have we learned a lesson and turn that game around come Saturday? Or Saturday, are we play Saturday or Sunday? They play Saturday, right? Saturday.
I think Kicks, yung ano, sana naman may Saturday tayo kasi first round wala tayong Saturday. Wala tayong Saturday game ng first round eh. So para at least yung Saturday second game kahit late pwede ka manood.
Pwede magpuyat kasi after.
Yeah, pwede magpuyat kasi Sunday the next day.
And finally, we have this other special episode coming up sometime this week. Another member of the 2004 championship team. Isang player na ka-amazing. That's the one thing to say. So watch out for that amazing. So isang amazing player. who will be coming. Amazing player. He gave us really good stories. Some things we were really shocked about to hear about. So stay tuned and listen to that episode. So guys, it's late. I know it's up. Si Gio naantok na. Dahil pang gagawin niya. I'm sure naantok. But I'm sure it's all worth it. Big win versus UP. Stemming the, putting an end to their win streak, to the undefeated record. As Vic said, important. No one will be sweeping this year. So big win against UP. Lots of drama in a back and forth game. A game of runs, and LaSalle pulled it out, which is really a good sign for our championship credentials. So thanks for listening, guys. Again, subscribe to our Quiver Podcast YouTube channel, our Spotify account, and follow us on social media for the latest discussions on LaSalle games in the UAAP and in other leagues around the country. So thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for all your support. We'll be back to recap the first round in our special episode this week. But first, let's enjoy this win. It's late, guys, but let's enjoy it. Big win. It's no joke. Thank you, Gio. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And as we always say,
Animo na sa
Animo. Walang dudura.
Sarap
Walang dudura.
manalo.
Walang dudura.